Yeah, it's that Zach Super no Shima flow. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Zeus here, and just got done recording an hour plus long video for Friday the 13th, and I was gonna upload that, but I chose to do this because I use Windows 10 as a face cam recorder instead of OBS, so I can have separate video files for the face cam and the gameplay. So when I did that, I completely forgot about the limit on how long you can record face cam on Windows fucking Movie Maker. I did that and it ended at an hour. I was halfway through editing. I was at about 3 minutes long. Had no more footage, and I was like, fuck me. So the video, as you can tell in the title, is how I quit my job. So I used to work for a company known as Texas Roadhouse, basically a food restaurant. If you don't live on the East Coast or wherever they're based at, it's just a food restaurant, pretty popularized from where I'm at. My job was to clean tables. I was a busboy. Sometimes I ran salads and food and stuff like that, and the reason for me quitting was because it's not like I wasn't making good money. I was making some pretty damn good money. On the weekends, I'm 17, so I'm still in high school, teenage job, whatever. So for a teenage job around this area, most jobs would offer $7 to $9 an hour, but at this job I was making a lot more because I was getting paid in tips. I was getting paid $60 a night on the weekends because we were super busy and the waiters would tip us out and stuff like that. So I'd make pretty decent money. So it took a lot for me to want to, quit. And one of the reasons why I quit was just because I got tired of the job. Tired of having to go work. I would do a lot more work than some of the other people would. So a couple of my coworkers was not putting in much effort, putting more work strain on me. So that was really annoying, and that was a consistent thing. Along with being a busboy or a server assistant, there is a job where after you get your bus tubs full of trash and dishes and clean out tables and stuff like that, after you get a bus tub full, you take it back to the station in the back. It was called a mucking station. It's not fucking, it's mucking, with an M, okay, M. You drop it off, and then you put your dishes where they need to go and clean out your bus tub, dump it, go back to doing work. And on the weekend, since we got so busy, we had a dedicated job to actually doing that. It was called a mucker. Basically, you would come on for 5 hours straight, no break, nothing like that. Just no break, it sucked. Come on there, and you put your bus tub down if you're a bus boy, and the mucker would have to muck the bus tub, and you would just grab another one and go back out there to working. So what sucked about this job is doing that. You had to clean out all the bus tubs. So there's usually 4 essays that were on at one point cleaning tables with a mucker in the back. So you'd have to clean 4 bus tubs consistently over and over and over again. It was just pretty shit because you didn't get tipped out when you were working for this job. In my opinion, I probably wouldn't have left if you got paid $10, $12 for doing that job. It was the worst job in the store. Pretty much my reasoning. There's a couple other things people would tip shit for you doing hard work and keeping their tables clean, pre-bussing it. Pre-bussing is where you go up to a table and you say, hey, can I get those plates off your table for you? And waiters like it when you do that stuff, but a lot of the time, especially on the slow days, they would tip out pretty poorly, even no matter how hard you work. How I quit is I woke up late yesterday because my sleep schedule is completely mind-numbingly fucked. I go to bed, right now, I've been up since yesterday, and it's 8:16 in the morning. So I fell asleep yesterday at 11 a.m., and I was scheduled to go in at 5:30. I ended up waking at 5:21, and I lived 30 minutes away. I was still dirty, I needed a shower and all that. So what I originally did, I called up work. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be late, and I made up some dumb reason. It was my car's not working or something like that, so I had to get a ride. So I was waiting on my ride to show up. My manager's like, okay, fine, just get here as soon as possible because we absolutely need you. I don't know, it was just an impulsive decision. I just thought about it. I was like, do I really want to go back in again today and do all the same shit over and over and over again and just make decent money? It's decent money for my age, but I didn't really it's just, money's not an object to me. Like, I do need it for certain things, like paying for my car, of course. You know, that was the only reason. It was just to pay for my car. So I went there and did something I hated every single day. I was working 5 to 6 days a week, and that was terrible. I didn't have time to do shit. And yeah, I applied to Olive Garden I applied for the same job, but I heard that over there you get paid a lot more, so I'll probably bring updates to it. But that's why I've been, you know, hitting uploads like almost daily now. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Zeus, guys. Peace.